welcome to this week's Wednesday Wisdom. This is our weekly video segment extension of our monthly newsletter called Sidebarred, and that's sound information designed to educate you beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you're not already getting our wonderful newsletters in your inbox, please look down here and go to the website and sign up for that. And I promise I try to keep them very short and to the point, and they're primarily case studies, real life cases that have happened or are happening that provide us lessons learned on what to do and what not to do in regards to estate planning and other legal concerns that you may have. But for this week, I want to continue our discussion from last week, and that was the survey results from caring.com, a website designed for to provide support and resources for those caring for aging loved ones. And in that, I talked about, what did I talk about last week? I talked about the survey result. The primary question, let me get it together here. The primary question was, do you find that a will is important? And 76% of the respondents, and there were over 1,000 that participated in this particular survey, said that yes, a will is important, but only 40% actually had a will in place. And then I showed you a chart of how that broke out into why they felt that 60% didn't have a will in place. And so as a continuation this week, I just wanted to quote you a couple of excerpts from that survey or from that article related to just those particular questions. So let me put my second set of eyes on, and I'll throw this up on a chart as well so you can kind of follow along with me. But one of the main reasons, you know, estate planning attorneys or other people really emphasize the need for a will, no matter what your wealth level is or what your age is. You know, a lot of millennials and younger people feel that a will or estate planning in general is to be left until we're older, you know, retirement age or something like that. And really, as soon as you turn 18, you are an adult, and all adults should have an estate plan. And that encompasses more than just a will, and I've talked about some of those other estate planning documents before, but let me stay focused. And I didn't start my timer, but I'll try to be quick. I'll promise to be quick. But in that, it says, one of the people quoted in here said, you know, the reason why you want to have a will in place to avoid potential excess court time with the probate process, and you want to try to avoid family conflict because family members, and this is a quote, family members often have different opinions about how assets should be distributed and disposed of. So a will can keep the family out of court and allow the estate to settle sooner rather than later. Because when there are disputes and people contest the will or contest the person that's been appointed as the personal representative, or there's just some conflict, then that can prolong the probate process, which is going to add to the expense of it, add to the time, of course, and then add to the stress and the emotional drain of all of that. And another thing that was quoted here says, all people should have a will regardless of age or assets, because a will lives on every day from the moment it is created. Quite often, facts and circumstances change over time, and a person with no assets to bequeath today may have assets tomorrow. Similarly, a will created when a person is younger lives on as a person ages unless a new will is executed. A will creates certainty and guidance. So it's not the end of the world to talk about and draft your last will and testament. That title is kind of scary if you have a fear of dying or don't want to talk about our end of life decisions that need to be made. But they need to be made. That needs to be discussed. That needs to be planned out so that you minimize conflict within the family and you minimize the court time with the family, with those that are trying to handle the affairs of your estate after you're gone. So I say that all the time, almost every week, and in almost in every newsletter. But it's very important for you to get that if you don't already. If you're one of that part of that 60%. That said, yeah, I got to get my will, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. This message is for you. And so I'm sure I will probably circle back around to this in future Wednesday Wisdom videos. But for now, I do thank you for watching as always, and we'll see you next time.